Imagine a future where your AI isn't just, a tool you use, but a genuine teammate, a collaborator working right alongside you. We're going to dive into that reality today and explore how one company is strategically reshaping the entire AI landscape. Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we sift through the noise and unpack complex information just for you. Today, we're dissecting a fascinating stack of insights, all centered around the rapid evolution of artificial intelligence. We'll kick things off exploring Google's ambitious vision, weaving AI directly into your everyday workflow. Then we'll take a quick tour through other significant AI developments happening across the industry right now. And finally, we'll turn our attention to the powerful force that is Nvidia and how they're fundamentally reshaping the chip industry beneath it all.
It truly is a dynamic landscape. I mean, from the idea of an AI coworker sitting right there beside you, to companies achieving valuations we've, never seen before, all fueled by this tech. Get ready for some really eye-opening facts and insights. This deep dive is tailor-made for you.
Okay, let's unpack this vision Google has. They're making a massive shift, moving towards what they call an agentic enterprise approach. So this isn't just about powerful AI models anymore. It's about a full AI workforce designed to be an integral part of your team.
Exactly. And maybe the most compelling example right now is their Gemini CLI GitHub Actions. CLI, by the way, that's command line interface, just a way to interact with programs using text commands. So imagine it like a dedicated coding teammate, seamlessly baked right into your repository, where all your project files and code live. What's really fascinating here are its core functions. It can automatically label, prioritize. It even routes new GitHub issues for you. It gives you instant feedback on your code's quality, its style, and maybe most importantly, its correctness. It even offers on-demand collaboration right there in your workflow. It's almost like this vibe-coded AI coworker that just understands and adapts to your team's specific working style. Just fits right in. And here's a crucial detail, really a game changer. It's 100% free. Available on the GitHub Marketplace right now.
That's fascinating for coding. What about, beyond software development, I've heard Google's also pushing these AI agents into areas like data management. What does that look like?
Oh, absolutely. It definitely doesn't stop with coding.
Yeah.
They're rolling out 4 brand new agents specifically for their data cloud, which helps manage and analyze those huge data sets. We're talking about a data engineering agent for BigQuery, their big cloud data warehouse, a data science agent for Vertex AI, which is their machine learning platform, and Colab, Google's cloud notebook thing. They've also upgraded their conversational analytics agent and added a brand new code interpreter as an add-on. So yeah, it's a much broader play than just code.
That's a lot of specialized AI. So while a company like OpenAI has focused so heavily on just building bigger, more capable models, Google is clearly aiming for these end-to-end workflows. What's the real impact of that strategy for, let's say, a small team?
Well, it means you now basically have a zero-cost AI teammate for every pull request, when you propose changes to the code. This is going to profoundly reshape how small teams can build at incredible speed. Why it matters is that AI is already working beside you the moment you spin up a new repository or open a notebook. These AI agents, and this is key, they do the work, they explain how they did it, and they adapt to your feedback, just like a real coworker would, honestly. I still wrestle with how to best adapt my own workflow when AI becomes this seamlessly integrated. It's like, do I even need to learn that complex command anymore, or should I just describe what I want? It's a fundamental shift, trying to optimize my own process when the AI is just taking on more and more.
Yeah, it almost feels like the meta skill now is learning how to orchestrate the AI, right? Rather than mastering every single tool yourself. It's not just about efficiency, is it? How do you see this new AI teammate concept actually changing the dynamic within a team? Beyond just speed, how does it reshape roles or maybe even the culture?
Well, it certainly redefines support. That instant adaptive feedback we talked about, it's like having a co-pilot who never sleeps, constantly optimizing. For small teams, this isn't just efficiency, it's enablement. They can punch way above their weight. They can build things they simply couldn't before because the AI handles so much of the foundational, repetitive, or even complex debugging stuff. It shifts human effort from pure execution to higher level strategy and creativity.
So it really frees people up for the bigger picture stuff.
Exactly. It's truly transformative for team productivity.
It really is incredible to see that level of integration. And, it's not just Google driving these shifts. There's a whole flurry of other significant development shaping the AI world right now. Market strategies, talent wars. Let's dig into some of those next.
Yeah, what's fascinating here is Google's commitment to future talent. Get this. They poured $1 billion into giving students a free year of Google AI Pro. That includes tools like Gemini 2.5 Pro. And over 100 U.S. universities are on that list. That's a real long-term play, ensuring the next generation is trained up on their ecosystem.
And meanwhile, OpenAI is making some seriously strategic moves. They're practically giving full ChatGPT Enterprise access to the government, like for just $1 per year. That's clearly a strategic land grab, right? Aiming to outmaneuver competitors like Google and Anthropic in that really vital sector. It's almost like they're saying, look, we want to be the default AI for national infrastructure.
Yeah, totally. And the talent wars, they are heating up. Microsoft just swooped in on Google's AI unit, hiring over 24 AI experts. They're offering bigger paychecks and apparently startup vibes to supercharge Copilot and directly challenge OpenAI. It's a real chess game for human capital, just pulling top minds wherever they can find them. It's kind of wild.
Speaking of Google, they're also making an interesting argument about search traffic. They claim AI isn't actually killing clicks, saying organic traffic from search has been, quote, relatively stable. They even suggest that click quality has gone up, attributing changes simply to user behavior shifting, not the AI itself.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold claim, I think, with all the talk about AI summaries replacing traditional search results.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger market picture, look at the fundraising news. Clay, an 8-year-old AI sales startup just raised $100 million at a massive $3.1 billion valuation. They've got big names like Capital G and Sequoia backing them, and they're expecting $100 million in revenue in 2025. That's 3 times what they made last year.
Yeah.
Just explosive growth for a company that's been around, now suddenly hitting its stride with AI.
So looking at Google's education push, OpenAI's government play, Microsoft's talent raids, what's really striking is how these companies aren't just competing on the tech itself, but on future influence. It seems less about who has the best model today and more about who's building the deepest relationships for AI integration tomorrow.
Exactly. It's about planting flags across the entire ecosystem. Education, government. Recognizing that AI isn't just another product, it's becoming a foundational layer for pretty much everything. That's a huge shift in how we think about tech market dominance.
Okay, moving on, let's dive into a rapid-fire look at some intriguing new AI tools and quick developments popping up. It feels like new stuff emerges daily.
Oh, absolutely. On the design and agent front, there's this thing called the AI Design Blueprint. It's more than just prompts. It's like a complete playbook for developers to build pro-level user interfaces using AI, from raw idea to polished mock-up, super fast. And for those who want more freedom, you can now build custom AI agents in N8N. That's a popular open source automation tool using LangChain's code node. That gives you more direct control over how the AI models interact. This whole agent era is also being explored with ChatGPT's new feature that can book trips and shop for you. We're really seeing these AI assistants start to handle more complex multi-step tasks.
And we're seeing new creative and development tools constantly. There's JEO promising cinematic AI videos in seconds. It leverages powerful models like VO3 and Kling. Those are the newer, highly anticipated AI video generators. For web development, NoCodeCurl.com lets you build customizable websites without touching any code. And then there's Shipper.now, which can apparently create live full-stack applications just by talking to the AI. It's almost unbelievable the speed you can go from idea to working app now.
Yeah, it's accelerating fast. And on the quick update side, you can now easily create storybooks with the Gemini app, which is pretty neat. Google also rolled out their new guided learning tool, kind of taking on GPT's study mode. Elon Musk hinted xAI could open source Grok 2 as early as next week, which, we'll see. Google's asynchronous coding agent, the one we were just talking about, is now generally available for everyone. And there's this ongoing kind of interesting dispute between OpenAI and the New York Times over about 120 million private chats. That one's messy.
You really see that common thread, though, don't you? AI is just systematically making complex tasks simpler. It's accelerating creation and access across the board. Coding, designing, even writing a kid's book.
Yeah, it's not just for experts anymore. It's really democratizing these capabilities.
Absolutely. It's almost like every new tool we discuss relies on this underlying engine, right? This foundation. And that brings us to something truly foundational to all of this, the chip industry. Because if AI is the new gold rush, Nvidia isn't just selling shovels. They basically own the mine. This new ranking of America's top chip makers really shows just how far ahead Nvidia is and how far behind some others are falling.
Oh, the numbers for Nvidia are just ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah.
In 2024, they posted $130.5 billion in revenue. That's more than Intel and Broadcom combined. They saw over 114% year-over-year growth, thanks to what they call, explosive AI demand. It really is explosive. They now own something like 80% of the data center GPU market. Those are the graphics processing units, essential for training AI. And their stock, up 15,505% over the last 5 years. Just think about that. Nvidia is now the most valuable company in the world, period.
Wow. Meanwhile, their competitors are really struggling, or just doing okay. Intel is bleeding revenue. Their margins are deep in the red. Their big foundry pivot, trying to make chips for others, isn't really working out, at least not yet. AMD is, doing okay, riding their Zen chips and server momentum, but nowhere near Nvidia's level in AI. Broadcom had a big win with AI networking, plus that VMware deal really boosted them a 901% stock return, which is amazing in itself. And Qualcomm, while strong in phone modems and automotive chips, isn't really in this huge data center GPU arms race that Nvidia just completely dominates.
Yeah, and this is critical because NVIDIA's GPUs, they're sold out for months.
Yeah.
All the major cloud giants, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, they're all racing to build out their AI infrastructure, and they need these specific chips. So yeah, to hammer that analogy again, AI is the new oil, and NVIDIA is selling all the pickaxes. Right now, pretty much all roads in AI infrastructure lead directly through NVIDIA.
Whoa. Just imagine the sheer scale of compute power needed for these companies to fuel AI. It really does feel like all roads lead through Nvidia. But is that actually a healthy thing? What are the real risks of one company holding so much power in AI infrastructure? Beyond just, questions about competition.
That's a massive point.
Mm-hmm.
Think about supply chain vulnerabilities for a start. What if something happens to NVIDIA's production? Then there's pricing power. They can essentially dictate terms. And maybe most importantly, the pace of innovation for everyone else. If innovation in AI gets bottlenecked by access to just one provider's hardware, it could fundamentally slow down the entire industry or, create an even more uneven playing field where only the absolute giants can afford to compete at the cutting edge. It definitely raises serious antitrust concerns down the line. It's something everyone in the industry is watching very, very closely.
So what we've really seen today is AI moving from being this specialized tool to becoming a truly integrated teammate. It's shaping education, government, how companies are built from the ground up. And underpinning it all is this incredible, almost unparalleled dominance of NVIDIA in the hardware space. It's a pretty clear picture of AI's pervasive impact, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. This deep dive truly highlights how AI isn't just some separate industry anymore. It's becoming the actual fabric of how we work and build.
Yeah.
So as you think about your own field, what stands out to you from today's discussion? Geet. How will these AI teammates, these chip monopolies, how will they reshape your own daily work or maybe the competitive landscape you operate in? It's definitely something powerful to consider as this whole journey continues. Out to you, O Music.